Hey y'all, welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jen.
And you're about to see us go on a little journey because it is our Azure pickup haul time. So we're going to take you down there, show you what it looks like, and then we'll show you our haul once we get back. We are back from our haul. That was a lot of fun, a lot of rain going there. So our pickup haul is actually in Knoxville. It's about an hour and a half for us, and unfortunately it was kind of rainy today, so that kind of sucks, but it all worked itself out. Yeah. When we got down there, we did eat at a little place called Bel Air Diner. So we were at the pickup, and we love going to those. It's like a little meet and greet almost, because there's a lot of people that watch our show, and we get to meet people in person. So if you ever decide to go do an Azure pickup and you're near Knoxville, do the Knoxville one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We love it. It's like I don't know, it's our community, and it's just a good time talking to everybody. Yeah,
it really is. So just real quick, if you don't know what Azure is, you want to explain what Azure is?
Yeah, so you buy in bulk, and it's like a co-op, like a food co-op. So you buy in bulk from AzureStandard.com online, and they deliver it to a drop, which drops are powered by volunteers. It's completely volunteer. There's usually one, like bigger cities is kind of the rule of thumb, I guess, which is why we have to go to Knoxville. And they deliver your food. You get there, everybody helps get all the food off the truck. It gets distributed out to who ordered what, and then you take it home. But we love it because we buy in bulk. It's organic. It's great quality food, like top tier quality food. If it's not grown by Azure, it's grown by someone else, and they test it and they regulate, and it's just top tier quality.
And you can trust their products, but most importantly is organic always seems to feel out of reach, right? Like if you go to Walmart, if you go to Sam's Club, Costco, etc., the organic stuff is really highly priced. But because they do it this way with the pick or the drops, and all of us are helping unload the truck, there's not employees unloading the truck besides the drivers, they're handing stuff. They're able to cut down costs. So honestly, the pricing is, in my opinion, is a little cheaper than, say, even if you bought non-organic
at Walmart. It seems to work out that way for us. Yeah. We've compared prices many times, and like I said, it is in bulk. Like some things are larger portions, so you got to figure out how to distribute that up, whether you're going to freeze it, whether you're going to share with your neighbor that wanted to buy from Azure. Like if you buy a huge thing of potatoes or onions and you share with them, so it's not going to waste. It's just, there's many ways to figure it out.
In case you do meat too.
Yeah, there's all kinds of meat. It's the best way, the best option that we think, and every time we do it, we feel like we're beating the system a little, which is even better. I am so comfortable feeding this to my family, and it's just a great way to get around big box stores.
Yeah, so let's show you the haul, and then we'll get back to you.
Yeah. So first up, I got 5 pounds, a 5-pound block of organic Parmesan style cheese, and then a 5-pound block of sharp cheddar cheese. We'll break these up into smaller quantities so that we can use it, but it's organic cheese, it's pasture raised, grazed, all that good stuff. It's top tier, and we don't have to worry about consuming bad cheese from the store. And really, for our family, these are the types of cheese that we use the most. We love sharp cheddar and we love Parmesan, so that's what we get. I got an organic vanilla extract because I use a lot of vanilla and I'm almost out. We got a bag of the organic black chia seeds because we use those in our smoothies every day. I got a 5-pound bag of milk chocolate chips. They're organic. Chocolate chips are so heavily sprayed, so to have organic is wonderful. Obviously, that's for baking purposes. Granola, we have 2 kids, so chocolate chips are a winner every day. We do make our own apple cider vinegar, but I'm almost out, and I will show you that there will be coming, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So I did go ahead and get a big thing of that. I got 10 pounds of yellow organic potatoes because everybody needs potatoes, and organic is the way to go. I got 3 pounds of onions. Now, I didn't expect 3 huge onions to get me up to 3 pounds, but that's okay. We'll dice them up and freeze them or do whatever we have to do. We keep a lot of freeze-dried onions on hand, but I also sometimes we need fresh onions. I got a 12-pack of this classic coconut milk. It's organic. And if you know, we are getting away from dairy and we are experimenting with all kinds of milks. So we're going to try that and we're going to try cooking with it. Apples in this house are huge for snacks, meals, everything, cooking, baking. So we got 20 pounds of organic Granny Smith apples. These are beautiful. They're a wonderful size. So these were raised without pesticides. Wonderful. I'm just thrilled to have this for the kids and know that it's a much higher quality apple than what you can get at a big box store. And these are what we're going to be using to make our own apple cider vinegar, which we always do, but we're almost out of ours. And I don't save scraps from store-bought apples that are not organic because I don't want apple cider vinegar out of that. I want it from organic apples. So that's what the cores and peels and any leftover scraps will be for. Green beans are a staple in this house, and we are out of our garden green beans, and it's almost garden time. So these 12 cans will get us there. And then last, I got a 25-pound bag of organic oats. We use oats for a lot of things, but especially our granola. I got 50 pounds of all-purpose organic unbleached flour, which is the only flour that we use in this house. And then a 25-pound bag of organic white basmati rice, which is the only rice that we eat in this house. So I had them out to show you, but I'm going to throw all of these bags in our freezer for at least 24 hours. Because they are organic, we just want to freeze off any kind of bugs or eggs or any kind of larva that might be in there, and then we will store them in 5-gallon buckets with the gamma lids to keep everything safe and tight. Now, ordering from Azure can be overwhelming when you go online because you're like, I need everything. And we just simply can't afford to buy everything. Wish we could, but it's just not the way that it works. So over the years, I've just found out what we use the most in our home, what we need to have on hand, organic-wise, staples in our kitchen, and these are all just a few of those staples. This is just what I needed this time, but this will last us for a few months, and we probably won't have to do another order like this with like the cheeses and the flours and the dry goods, stuff like that, for another probably 6 months. But there will be other orders that come in like monthly, bi-monthly, every few months for stuff like meat and other produce that comes into season that we like to can, stuff like carrots that we don't grow in bulk, but we do like to can and keep in our pantry, stuff like that that we just will buy in bulk, organic, and then it's like once or twice a year.
Yeah, because you got to remember, what do we preach? What do we preach on the channel all the time? Grow as much as you can, and what you can't, try to source as locally and as organic as you can. That's the best case.
While this isn't local, it does help out our community, so that's nice.
It does, and it's nice to. It's really nice to. It's a good way to build community. Let's say that. You know, choosing this lifestyle, like we've talked, is a little lonely. You know, you're usually out in the woods somewhere. You're in a little community by yourself. There's not a whole lot of people around you, and so getting into Azure and then meeting up at these pickup spots and everything, like you really get to. You're around everyone that is just like you. Like they're choosing to go Azure, to go organic, because they have a similar mindset that you have.
Yep.
So next thing you know, you see people talking to each other, you know, having little spits and that, because all your stuff's right here. And it's kind of fun. It's like a live grocery haul, right? So you're like, ooh, maybe next time we need to do that. Immediately you're sparking up a conversation. And then you're like, so where do you live? Obviously you have to live close to here, right? Ish.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, you might be swapping numbers and having a little community of your own that you're growing together. And I think that's something that definitely wasn't Azure's goal, but it is definitely a result of how they have this set up, and I think that's pretty cool.
And there's kids helping. You can tell, you know, there's homeschool kids there, which is cool for our kids to see. The kids are helping get stuff off the truck. They're distributing it out. It's a great community event.
Yeah.
So I do have a referral link below if you've thought about doing this for a while and you want to do it, or if you do this all the time and you just want to help us out. It does give us a few dollars off of our Azure order for next time, and that definitely helps out. And then when you do it, you can use your link and show your friends, and it's the way that it works. It's word of mouth. That's how it gets around. This stuff isn't really advertised much outside of the homesteading community as far as YouTube. Right. So tell your friends, like none of this is homestead centered wise. This is literally for anyone who wants to try and stay away from big box stores, buy in bulk, save a little bit of money, and treat it as a co-op, right? I mean, these things used to happen so much more. It's just been normal to get away from it because we have these big grocery stores in our town, and that's where we go to get our food. But this is the way.
Yes, it absolutely is. But even when we was there, somebody pulled up and was asking the what do you call her?
The coordinator.
They're like, what is this? What's going on here?
They're like, why are these people getting their food out this semi?
Right. But it's our duty. Like, I truly think it is. You know, I think we've gotten all the homesteaders through word of mouth. Everybody knows to try to go as organic as possible. Yeah. But now we need to start hitting the communities that don't know anything about it. You know, we got to make sure that we understand that just because we might have the knowledge, there might be somebody that has no idea this stuff's in their food that they're eating. You truly have to have that mindset. That way we can start opening some more eyes.
Yep. And remember, you don't have to be buying in bulk for just yourself.
Yep.
Get together with your friends and your family. If you all need a crate of apples, you can't eat 20 pounds worth of apples. I bet if you got together with a few more families, you could share the 20 pounds of apples.
Exactly.
That's the point of it.
Even as small as this is a 5-pound thing of chocolate chips. You might not all need it. However, you both, like 3 of you, might need about 2.5 pounds or 2 pounds or a pound and a half.
Literally shitting the cost down even more.
Yes.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Yeah.
This is the way. It's the future. So say goodbye to bulk Sam's Club or bulk Costco. Start saying yes to Azure standard because that's the way to go. I don't know if she mentioned, like she said, we have a link, but that is just refer a friend. Every single person that gets Azure has the same link. We are not sponsored by them specifically. Like, they don't pay us to do videos. We truly do just believe in it. So I wanted to make sure that was clear. But I think that's all we got for you today.
If we saw you today, it was awesome.
Yes, it was
we'll
great
be
to see
back
you.
in a couple months, and it's always a great time.
Yeah, hopefully it won't be as rainy this time. But thank goodness it held off because it was pouring down rain and it stopped. Like, right when the truck came on, like, as soon as we all got in our cars, it started back on again. So that was nice. But if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button.
We love you.
Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.